Hey there, and welcome to another edition of HiiVE Podcast, introducing you to the eXp Realty trailblazers and newsmakers that are aligning under one brokerage and creating a movement in the real estate industry. I'm your HiiVE host, Sam Rodriguez. What is all the buzz? All right. Well, hey, Kenny, good morning, and thanks so much for joining us here this morning.
What's up, morning, Sam?
You're the fastest real estate agent that I've ever met. Kenny Fast Truong.
Thank you. You guys have a lot of agents. That means a lot.
Yeah, that is a lot, right? So awesome. Thanks so much for taking the time and joining on the show today. So Kenny, I know you've got quite the reputation of being a mover and shaker out there in the Bay. You've been a top producing agent now for quite some time. And why don't you share a little bit about your background, a little bit about yourself?
Sure. This is Kenny Truong at eXp Realty. I just moved over a couple months ago. I've been selling real estate for this is my 10th year now, and currently I am number two. Actually, not number one anymore. I'm number two in the 9 years total for number one for number of homes sold in the city of Oakland. But I'm really maintaining myself in the top 1% of East Bay agent sales in the last 7 to 8 years.
That's amazing.
Currently, yeah, and then pretty exciting. It's been a really exciting year. This time last year, I had like 5 agents on my team. I came over eXp over in January with 12, and now I'm at 20 agents on my team.
Wow, that's a big increase there.
Yeah,
that's awesome. So, tell us a little bit about your business right now. Are you pacing for kind of similar numbers or outpacing the market? What especially with all things that happened earlier this year with coronavirus, and I think the Bay was hit pretty hard with that too.
Yeah, kind of tricky. Last year we did $56 million in business with 66 deals, with really maybe like 5 or 6 people partnering up. This year we were hoping they hit like in the low 100 range, but Corona came, shelter in place. So it's been a really odd situations. We're putting 2 this week. So we got 13 listings on the market right now, but like 10 of them aren't really getting much action. So hopefully when we come out of this, they'll go. But during this shelter in place, we're still getting a lot of conversations. I'm talking to a lot of new sellers that are want to sell fast. So I'm pretty optimistic about the market. It just will require us to do like within like 8 months of work what we usually do in 12 months.
That's great. So Kenny, as as a top producing agent, this is something that everybody's always curious about. Why would a top producing agent like yourself, why eXp? Why the transition? I know that there were some things that took place. I think that in your former brokerage. But beyond that, what was the tipping point of making the decision for choosing eXp rather than some of the other competitors?
So I have an article out there written by T360 by Paul HiiVE, which explains some of it. But what happened was in January, when Climb kind of shut down. Climb was acquired by Realogy 3 years ago with the goal of franchising across the U.S., but they decided to roll it back in Coldwell Banker. Within the first week and a half, I actually interviewed 17 different brokerages. I met with 14 different brokerages in person. So kind of led me to eXp. eXp wasn't really much on my radar at that point, but the more I looked into what was available there, it made more sense. One of the first things that caught my attention was more freedom to brand myself, as long as it says broker by eXp on it. Because then with every other brand out there, like any other brand out there, there's a certain look and feel they want you to use or within their guidelines, which is something I've never really worked between. If you've seen some of my marketing, some of it is like really, really unique and out there. So I knew that at eXp I can continue to grow a unique brand that resonated with me, and that's what Climb Real Estate was really special to us, because then it was one of the more flashy, cooler brands out there. And then on top of that, the splits are really great, and it made sense for me to scale my team and then my future brokerage here. But now that I'm here, like the biggest thing I've seen, like I wasn't too aware of before, is the level of collaboration between all the agents. Like my organization, like I work with Kyle Whistle and Daniel Baer, Jeremy Larson. Like they give me so much support and putting on these masterminds. So then I've met other top agents and I've done like more masterminds with them. It feels like eXp is like collectively, because we're not tied to a geographic area, everyone is so in tune to try to help each other succeed, like anywhere in the US or you guys are going all over the world, but I only know people in the US for now.
Yeah, that's interesting you say that, because it's collaboration is one of the eXp's core values. My personal favorite, and you're right. It's funny when I hear so many agents that move over, and they might have moved over for X or Y or Z, but then they come here And then all of a sudden they're like, oh wow, I didn't know this part. This is pretty cool. This is kind of like extra. I didn't come here for that reason. But now that there's collaboration, now that there's agent healthcare, now that there's revenue share. I didn't move over because of revenue share. We hear some of these things all the time. Or the education. I didn't know there was 100 hours of live training. So that's pretty cool to hear. You also mentioned scalable. I want to talk a little bit about that because I think you've got your scalable real estate team, your sales team, but now you're also now introducing eXp now outside of the fast agent team is it's a building this now nationwide, like you're saying. You've got connections, people, other agents in your markets and other markets that now
I saw that as a vision, but I wasn't too clear what that would look like. But it's crazy. Right now, I'm probably talking like at least 50 agents outside my market, outside the Bay Area, that are like interested in what we have to do. And now, the way the eXp kind of expansion model works, like I could support them in their growth because I could benefit from it. Now, like I can take the skill sets I have here, and rather than limit myself to just this area, I can share everything I have, whether it's my technology, my training, my tools, my coaching, to other agents, other markets, and help them rebuild what I have. But then there's no ego or branding clash, because then they would just be whatever they are, if they have a team name, or it's just themselves at eXp. So eXp is just like a really great backbone, back in office, where they don't try to get in your way, but they give you everything you need to support yourself and your growth. We just got like one thing that really caught my attention is like eXp was a pretty small company a couple years ago. You guys have, I think, 28,000 agents now, maybe like 15,000 last year. Before that, like, I don't know, 8,000. It's pretty small, so it wasn't quite on people's radar. But now, like, the curiosity got to me, like, why are these big teams moving? Oh, like they keep moving over. Like, the Red Company has a lot of people move over. Indie brokerages, a lot of people come over. Top solo agents or small teams come over. Like, it really got me thinking, like, well, why are these people all coming over? What are they looking for? And now that I'm here, I can kind of see, like, it's so collaborative, and then I'm not limited on my skill sets on the type of income and growth I want. I can build my team. I can build kind of brokerage in my area. Now I can build expansion teams all across the U.S. And then that's pretty fluid. It doesn't require me to set up shop, or set up a DBA or open an office in another state or country, to be able to help other agents, which in turn will help myself.
It does. I mean, it's like you mentioned, it's like being able to run a brokerage, but without having the risk, responsibility, and liability, the headaches, right? No, I've yet to meet the broker owner who says, I like dealing with that stuff. No, nobody I know ever said they got in the business because of that.
Yeah. And then, like, people know me, like I've been quoted many times. Like I said, I'll never open my own brokerage. I don't want to hire a sales manager. I don't want to hire like a front desk person. I don't do bookkeeping. I don't liability. I don't want to, like, every night worry about agents leaving me, coming. Like, it's just so much work. But now I get to do all the fun parts, and eXp does all the their technical team, and I don't know how many staff you have, like 300-400 maybe.
500.
500. Okay. Yeah. And the eXp staff, there's 500 staff working for me, right? In your office, if you're a local agent in my area, you might have like 50 staff or like 10 staff, right? But now I have 500 staff backing me while I just do all the fun parts of it.
It's a pretty cool thing. I think the magic happens in that collaboration, and it's something it's actually kind of hard to explain to others, because I think explaining it to other people is it's foreign to them. They've either never experienced it, or maybe they think they've experienced it. Maybe they have experienced some of it, but I think it's because it's different level here, because we're all owners in this together.
Yeah.
You're an agent owner in the eXp World Holdings. Every single one of the 28,000 plus people here are all side by side you and rooting for your success.
Yeah, absolutely.
Vice versa, and I think that's where again, it's the reason why you mentioned Kyle and Daniel. Why would people like competitors in a local market like that? Why would they come together and work together? And it is exactly that. It's a true partnership. It's not like we're all working for a company. Our licenses are under that brokerage, but it's partnering. It's a partnership.
Yeah, and everyone just wants to help each other grow. It's kind of crazy to see, like San Diego market, so many agents flip over, or like Texas. Like, I see it in every market. It only takes a couple people and a couple more, and all of a sudden, like, everyone's like working together against everyone, competing against everyone else, or collaborating with each other against everyone else.
Awesome. So what's next for the Bay? So now that you're there in Oakland, kind of forecasting with marketplace itself, but also what's What kind of a growth can you expect there in the Bay?
Uh, I think prices will maintain stay pretty flat in the next year. I've been doing a lot of these webinars or putting them together. Like a lot of people think prices will fall this year, at least 5%. I think that might happen, but then we'll pick back up. And then in the South Bay, I think it's going to continue to rise. Not just go continue to rise. East Bay, we have a lot of inventory. Now people are open to more markets rather than living in dense areas. They're more open to driving a little further to suburbs now, especially with shelter in place. They just want to get away from people, want more space. And then for my team, it's been crazy. Like I said, I have 20 agents under contract with me right now, and then I have 10 onboarding next month that are ready to go. It's just the amount. Like I had 20 conversations, over 20 conversations last 30 days with people who, and from that 20, right? It's not just recruit for fun for eXp. They all 16 of them want to join my team. They want to work with me and partner up with me directly. So if by next month 30, I was hoping to end the year with 30 agents. That was a goal I've set, and then now I've hit in just in shelter in place in 2 months, 3 months into eXp. I'm aiming for 100 agents in my brokerage right in a year. I really feel like we can do it because then we're doing things that no one else is doing, right? We have really above beyond what eXp has. I personally have really great tech, really great branding. I have a really great direct operations. It's kind of like our broker-ish person, and then our video game is really strong. I'm outsourcing hired YouTube agents that in Portland that just actually joined eXp. Like I didn't know that we went in time together. But we'll have podcast studio and recording room. So like every single thing that every agent needs in my marketplace to succeed and as like a more younger style, millennial tech influencer type business person. Age doesn't matter. We have people all across, but like we want to gear towards attracting those, home buyers I think are like 35 years old now. I went up by 1 age or something this year. We want to be able to do all the stuff to attract their attention. And home sellers, they'll always be there, by your stats or your marketing and such.
That's awesome. That's really cool. You're definitely doing things really different. So, for other agents that are out there, maybe again in some areas, I think by now a lot of people have heard about eXp, but maybe they don't know exactly everything about eXp, right? I think maybe they were told by their broker, oh, eXp is of this, right? Or
I hear that so often. I heard that like 3 times this week. Oh, they're terrible in our area because of these agents. Like there's every broker's had their bad apples, But then at the end of the day, like you want to look into the bigger playing field, like who's really out there at the brokerage to see who's doing a lot of business. Like check out the Be Different Mastermind group. Tons of really great agents are in there that are us. There's no eXp plug in there. We just give freely. But you really want to see in your marketplace who's actually doing a lot of business. If not, then if not, you think about it in reverse. If there's no strong eXp agents in your area and you are a strong agent, maybe align yourself with someone in a different state or country and then have them help you grow your business there so you can model after their business. That's what I've done. Kind of like I got lucky to fall in the same organization as Daniel and Kyle, and they really led the way for me to see what's out there and how I can really help agents and myself grow my business.
that's awesome to hear. Again, it's an opportunity for trailblazers, right?
Yeah, for sure.
There are some markets where it's still not a big, well-known brand, but in others, like you're saying, like in Texas, like I think everybody in Texas probably heard about eXp. But again, that's
fire. I think once you like the match, it doesn't stop. It's crazy to watch that. Yeah. My team has almost doubled in size within the last month and a half here. It feels like, what are you doing? Well, this is what I'm doing, but I'm brokered by eXp, and this is what they're doing for me. So you want to join me and eXp? This is everything you get. And then like that whatever that looks like in your market, you could definitely bring it there. Whoever's listening to this.
That's awesome to hear. So Kenny, maybe kind of. A little bit about, other agents then as they're exploring, what, if anything, we just want the at bat, right? Just to kind of share with them. I don't think, because, so one of the things we hear about eXp is, oh, it's a recruiting company, right? Well, I think, ultimately, one, we're not a recruiting company, we're a real estate brokerage selling real estate first and foremost. However, that said, if you're not growing and you're not adding, like you said, the thing that caught your attention was all these top agents that that keep moving over to eXp. So in a sense, you do have to always be growing, right? If you look at
if you're one of my mentors, Mark Choi, I literally talk about this all the time. One of my mentors, Mark Choi, the founder of Climb, the CTO. Like when we won the Inman Award the same year. Climb won the Brokerage of the Year, and I won Most Innovative Agent of the Year. And we had a chat like, if you're not growing, you're dying. It's really hard to maintain one place in the marketplace because everyone else is doing things to try to poach your agents or get your market share. So you gotta always kind of be innovating yourself and reinventing and doing more things. And then the recruiting thing at EXP, it's up to you whether you want to do it or not. Like you can still come here and do a really successful business. No one's telling you have to recruit anything. No one's telling you need to start a team. No one's telling you need to do a brokerage. It's really up to you. But if you do go that route, like if you're a savvy business person, the people I see the most that come over are like indie brokers, people who have on their own podcasts. They have their own like influence. They're doing like they're usually doing something pretty interesting like I just learned that the NAREP 2019 president David Acosta I just found out like last week. He was the president last year, and now he's at eXp. And then I'm a big part of ARIA, Agent Real Estate Association of America, 10 years now, never missed a conference. Except one in New York 6 years ago, but Tom Truong, the national president there, is eXp. So like all these people that are already influential, have a lot of reach, are like their first priority is like helping other agents grow. Like they're over here because now they can do that and they can make money off that, and then the people they help grow can also do that. So like and then one thing I really like about the different models we have, everyone's on the same level playing field. You know, there's no special splits that you're giving this top producer, that top producer, this state, this split, right? And then the icon thing. Yeah, icon agent says I can get it. Any agent in my team can get it. Icon team, anyone can get it. Like I love it because it's such a fair playing field. So there's no like crazy poaching. Just like
talk about that part a little bit more, because I mean your market too. Your market's got some high dollar prices. So there's a lot of agents that would hit our low annual cap like really quickly, right? And there's a lot of agents too that are actually icon agents. So I want to touch a little bit about that. Like what's like really cool. Why do you like the icon award?
Yeah, because icon agent, you can maybe correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe if we make 500 grand in GCI a year commission, so like you're doing about $20 million business, maybe a little more depending on what you've charged, or less. If you do 500 grand in GCI, the 16 grand $1,000 cap that I pay EXP, I can get that back in 12 grand in stock options vested over 3 years. And the remaining 4 grand, I can get that within 2 grand and 2 grand if I attend both the conferences, which I already attend all conferences. So essentially, I'm close to being 100% split at a brokerage that's offering all these resources and opportunities. So I'm actually, like it's crazy because I'm not even paying the company anything in a way to be here. Yeah, I get all the perks. But with that said, not everyone is there to capture that. But this is why you align yourself with strong team leaders and other people in other markets. Or in your market that are doing it so they can help you get there too. Exactly. So yeah, it's great you have a flat fee, but or like a 90%, wouldn't it be great if you could get -% commission, which essentially is what we're getting if we do a good job. And then the mega icon team is if we cap out, team leaders are typically on 16 grand caps. We pay EXP commission 16 grand. We don't pay them anymore except for some file fees, pretty small amount. And then team members are on $8,000 caps. And then if collectively, as a whole, if we pay EXP, is it 56 grand?
Yeah. So there's the quarter cap and a half cap program, depending on the size of the team and the size of the production, right?
Yeah. So once we pay EXP a certain amount, the caps for our team members drops. I believe instead of 8 grand, it drops to 4 grand.
Yeah. So there's different team incentives and programs out there. That I would definitely say, again, if you're operating a team out there, especially a large and top producing team, and even the small teams, I mean, even when I say small number of agents, but large production, you're right, because the Icon Award is really cool because it rewards the top producing agents. It is either $500,000 GCI annually or hitting $5,000 in transaction fees after cap. So in your market, Kenny, not everybody's doing the $1 million average sales price. We all wish we were, but maybe in Oklahoma, right? They can still hit that award by hitting a certain number of transactions that equates to that 5,000.
Yeah, cool. It's all fair. Like that person in Oklahoma or wherever, like, and me, we have the same opportunities. And like the cool part is like, if we're successful here, we don't pay the caps. It's because if we're successful here, we're going to be naturally attracting other agents, which like I've done in the last 3 months here, to come here. So then let EXP make money off those agents that are on their way up, and let you just like sit here earn your 100 or negative percent
That
split.
is the key, right? And by the way, and because I know you also had won the award. I think was it 65 agents? I think that you had brought over to your previous brokerage.
Yeah, at Climb Real Estate, I actually recruited about 65 agents. I wasn't even the head recruiter there, over 5 years. And then at the end, like last year, I got the great chance to work with Johan, one of my mentors, and then Elias Asuto, which came over like half a year ago. Because like that in that environment, I was able to bring people to my team much easily because the backdrop was really strong. The office was very vibrant. It was very cool. We had great tech. So now, like, Climb technically is gone, but like we kept the spirit very much alive.
Right.
Like all
Always
different,
about the people, right?
yeah, the people are great. Like the energy's there, and a lot of the tools that we brought to Climb were like third-party apps, which I beta test now. Like we still have it. So like in a sense, I'm kind of feel like I'm running my own Climb 2.0. That we were keeping the spirit alive, and it's actually growing faster than I was at Climb because now there's no restriction on geographic location. Because I was in the Oakland office, I brought in some people to Walnut Creek a little bit, which is 30 minutes away, but now I actually have two agents join me from Walnut Creek this month, and in San Jose it's coming. And I'm talking to people in other states now. So now, like, I think Climb Intentional is a franchise across the U.S., but then now they're not doing more. Like, it doesn't mean I have to stop.
Yeah, and you hit the nail on the head. I mean, when you said it's like you're a top producing agent. You're out there. You're visible. You're attending all the conferences. You know, you're connected. All you're doing, you're a great person and a great real estate agent. And by doing that, again, people naturally are attracted to you. So it's not like you don't sell any real estate. You know that you're not on here because
Yeah, my name is focused on production. Everyone said, "Oh, you're becoming a recruiter." I was like, "Well, no, I actually have the most listings in the market in my city." And then people are coming because they keep seeing my name. I'm not going to not have a conversation with someone that wants to join my team.
right.
Now the fun part is now every time I add someone, I'm able to support them in their business, and then they get better, and more people are going to want to talk to us. You see where it just keeps going and going, and that's where like I've literally been here for 3.5 weeks. So it's been a while. At first I was telling people this is like a roller coaster up. Like it's just been going crazy. Now it sounds like a rocket ship. Like people are just calling me nonstop, calling my agents nonstop. What are you guys doing? Because no one, granted, this shelter in place is probably going to be the best thing to have happen to my business if I look back 5 years. Because now I'm able to be in front of camera and talk to people a lot more versus just doing deals, quietly doing deals out there.
Well, and then that's exactly the point too. Is it's the agents or any business person for that matter. I mean, this is the time to take advantage of of the market. Nobody likes what's been taking place, and the people have been.
Yeah, and we encourage like people to explore your options. It could be us, it could be someone else. There's tons of great companies out there, tons of great sales leaders. Some like in boutique. Like go out there, talk to everyone, see what's a better fit for you now. Because you like don't mean this badly, but now we probably don't have that many escrows to move around, which could be the most tedious, annoying part. Moving in the middle of the market. That's why a lot of times people move it in the year or beginning of the year. Now, like, there's nothing going on. Just shop around, just talk to people. At least know what's out there. Maybe renegotiate with your own broker, or if you're a broker owner, find out what other people are doing, so you can add more value to your team. But like not even just talking about selling real estate, but like as for growing your business, like find out what you should be doing right now. Talking to the right people that can grow your business.
Yeah, getting better is the key, right? I regret. I don't know about you, Kenny. In my younger years, I used to turn down appointments. Other brokers that used to call me, and I would say, "Oh no, I'm happy where I'm at. I'm not looking to make a change." And that's the same excuses that other agents give us, right? When we want to introduce them an opportunity like eXp. But I regret it. I regret my younger years of not doing that. I don't know if you ever,
I did. I was a diehard Climb agent. Compass came to 40% market share in San Francisco. I did not in my 5 years with Climb take a meeting with Compass. They called me a couple of times. I was like, you know what? I feel like this is the right place for me. But now I'm telling people like right now, like it's time to just look around. It's just more people are talking more openly, right? And then like I have people at certain brokers that maybe they've been there for a while. Their friends are there. Like, do you want to just go to the office and hang out with your friends more, or do you want to earn a living? Like it's cool to just go to the office and have fun, right? But here my team is very dynamic. We have a lot of energy. We're production driven. We want to help people. We want to grow our brands, be influential, and have fun while selling real estate and selling a lot of real estate.
Yeah, that's the key right there.
Yeah, it has to be fun. If you're not having fun, like it's not something you wake up excited for every day.
Yep. Yeah, another one of our core values here at eXp. This has been awesome. Parting words before we wrap up here. So kind of for the agent who maybe if they're talking to you now, for the agent who maybe is has heard about eXp but really hasn't seen the presentation. Kind of some parting words.
Yeah, here's what I do for my team when I meet people that are interested. I actually give them the entire roster, the names, the phone numbers, the email address, the Instagram handles. So I actually tell people that are interested in talking to us to talk to my team first. So then they can get the true, the feedback from the team. So I encourage you the same thing. If you want to talk to me, hear more about eXp, whether you want to join me or anyone else, you can find me on Instagram at Kenny_Fast or on Facebook, Kenny Fast. I'm literally online 30 hours a week on Instagram.
That's awesome. So definitely if you're for those already talking to Kenny, keep having those conversations. For those of you who are out there having conversations with another eXp agent, we urge you to continue those conversations, continue to try to poke as many holes into the model. Kenny, this has been awesome. Thanks again for taking the time.
Thanks, we appreciate it.
Joining us today. Looking forward to some big things here with you across the country. And hopefully soon enough, we'll be doing another one of these, maybe Facebook Live, announcing some of your other big time friends making the move.
I look forward to it. It's going to be a big year for me and us.
Awesome. Well, this has been great. Right. Appreciate it, Kenny. Thanks again.
Thanks, Sam.
Thank you. Have a good one.
And that is a wrap on another episode of HiiVE Podcast. Thanks for tuning in, and give this episode a thumbs up if you like what you heard, and remember to subscribe for future episodes. You can also catch some highlights and other eXp news and industry buzz on our Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram accounts.